Good afternoon. The euro-dollar over the intermediate will be focusing on the EU summit, which happens on the 28th and 29th. The market and the consensus remains very, very bullish that we see some sort of movement on the Germans in terms of giving up or allowing for the EU to go ahead with either direct Eurobonds or indirectly through Euro bills. From the sources we have and the analysis we've been done in Saxo Bank, we are pretty certain that we will not see Germany moving away from the point, which is really that they will support at all times everything that is either enforcing or anchoring the Stability and Growth Pact. The Stability and Growth Pact was the initial premise put into the euro, whereby you have to be at less than 60% of GDP, and you have to have a structural deficit which is less than 3% at all times. So effectively, Germany will say yes to everything that moves towards anchoring, having a debt brake or Schuldenbremse, as they say in German, but they will not sway away from allowing it, because Germany realized, as should the market, that if Germany gives in the last day, in the last minutes, which they have a history of doing, then they will not only hurt Germany, but they will ultimately also hurt the rest of Europe. The reason for this, of course, being that if we allow the marginal countries, the so-called Club Med, to fund themselves and existentially basically saying that they can print money to deal with that, then we have no reforms. As long as we have no reforms, you know, our theme is that is the real game changer. How does that impact on the euro dollar and the dollar over the next couple of weeks? Well, it's very, very likely that any initial hope will make the euro stabilized, even go slightly higher. But we still feel that at the end of the day, you need to sell the euro and buy the dollar over the medium, long, and even ultra long. We think we are cyclically changing the dollar stance, and we think the dollar will remain stronger than Europe due to better growth, due to better access to credit, and ultimately because the fundamentals still at the end of the day is much, much better than Europe. So expect in the short term over this week going into the meeting that we will see some sort of movement in terms of the upside, but play the top of the range to sell it. We think the range top will be between 127 and 127.75. Use as your initial phase to sell it, and then remain short over the course of the summer until you see some movement on Europe. Have a good week.